30% of the way. Uni wants me to tell you about the sign extend 1-bit trick. This was for getting signed comparisons, which is nice. So I'll read this verbatim. The basic idea is that we're sign extending by 1 bit. Sign extensions don't change cout, but sign comparison is if the output is infinite zeros or ones when the sign is extended. So by sign extending the input 1 bit, we get both. The truth tables say that not signed less than is MSB of A XOR MSB of B XOR with the carry out.
Nice.
Indeed. Right. But yeah, I think I'm about 30% of the way there. But this is very much been a lot of initial component design. Have a look at these ports, by the way, Amity.
Yes, hello.
Please.
Are these the entire ports, these things?
Yeah.
Oh,
One
gosh,
is for
it is a chunky
side,
monkey, isn't it?
yeah. This side is for read, and then this side is for write. You can see where I've got my my reserved ones. Time to have another chocolate bloom. Oh.
Right. Time to actually share. I don't want to add a stream marker, I just want to share the.
Okay. I thought I'd spare everyone my crunching and chewing. Right. It's probably time to start thinking about the decoding, because I'm sort of doing each bit individually and getting it to like a sort of a functional-ish point where I'm like, okay, I know where these control wires are going now. And
Hi, Uni. In that case, right, I'm just in the middle of sending this out to people again.
Okay, we're on to the anime music side of my liked songs list.
Very nice.
Yeah. Banger opening though. I'm gonna get like sued by every music label there is. That's the goal of this stream. if I haven't got my my audio channel set up correctly. We shall see. Time to.
Okay. Oh gosh, of course it does the thing where it minimizes. Oh, hello, fire. Right, okay.
Now,
time to get back to the work. Fire here is the
work.
CPU, if you want to see it. I don't know if you were here earlier or not.
Why is fire not in my chat?
Because I said fire my thing. I'm gonna send
Damn, that's crazy.
Send the part 3.
You got part 3. I'm still going strong with 6.5 hours, part 1. Part 1 of 1. This thing's getting finished today. You know, like the oh, apparently you're very quiet. You know, like how many blank are we gonna drop today? And then each person's like 6 or something. It's gonna be like that. How many parts do we need? 1. 4 parts later.
Am I quiet on which end?
My volume's perfect. It's on your end.
Really? That surprises me.
Hmm. Uh, hmm. Uh, uh,
Uh,
I've
copies
made a
of-
weird pickaxe with these flags. Oh, a heart is back.
I cannot really change the volume. That is as high as it will go. I'm confused what would be causing that to be quiet at the moment. Hello, I was not expecting you to be here twice. Right.
Twice in one day.
Is the
Uh,
volume a bit better? Or was it just me speaking quietly, or I don't know. Okay, I will assume that it is fine, unless I get told otherwise. Oh, I have a message from Ethan. Right. Anywho,
yeah, your mic is like a little muffled.
I do not know what that would be.
No clue. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. Or okay. Time to work on this instruction decode. I will start by mapping out all of the control lines I think I need, which is going to take 1 year. Um, to...
I still couldn't figure why I had the control line going into that one space
I
earlier.
have no clue, you. Right. What am I gonna need? I'm actually, I'm actually gonna boot up a notepad for this. I need to write this down. It's just gonna be easier in a doc of some description. So, add sub add in pixel and or with Perry. Barrel shift. I forgot I had a barrel shift in this. Load nibble. Load bytes. Store bytes. Predicate. And jump. I've decided that for my I'm gonna have 9 bits of instruction address space. And I'm gonna do that with my 7-bit label by just aligning it to each 4 bytes. And then you can do most of the fine grain heavy lifting with predicates jumping 1 or 2.
Why is it still quiet? That is so strange.
I don't know. Everyone will just have to come to my stream so they can hear you. Okay. God, what control signals am I even gonna need? Ooh.
Is that better? I've boosted it manually, even higher. Yeah, I can go higher, but at this point I am clipping somewhere, so.
Me.
It confuses me what was that. Anywho.
Yeah, you do sound a bit better now.
Okay.
It's just there's like 10-15 seconds of delay. I've gotta like mute my music so I can hear it when when you're about to speak.
Well, I assume you don't have both any of the streams on and unmuted whilst having this conversation. It'd be a bit disorientating.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna have a read reg control line. Okay, that's it. We're only going to be reading from registers in this CPU.
Okay, so if I do unsaturated addition, I definitely don't want to cancel this. If I do saturated addition, I also don't need to cancel this because I'll get a 15. If I do subtraction, I don't need to cancel this because it's what I mean. Yeah, so I never need to cancel this. That control wire was useless.
Let's think a little bit. Think, Mark. Think.
No.
So, what? Read reg up. Read accumulator. Update accumulator. I guess technically I have an optional fourth pipeline stage in that I can do everything in fetch, decode, execute. But if I want to have memory, then I do that in execute, and then I have an extra cycle for cache, and then I just stall until.
For my one, it's a bit weird.
Ready.
So I have two like pipelines. I have like two stages between like memory fetch. Register fetch and write back, and then the ALU. But it's I guess execute and write back. But it's after that everything is going to be pipeline attached, so I can't really have anything more.
My it's just the cache that's going to be detached. I'll probably do some kind of static predicate prediction.
Static lookup table.
Yes. Pippo asks random question of why the inspiration to get engineer? Because it would be very funny April Fools. But the actual April Fools, the Pippo's in your chat.
Okay, those are.
But the funny bit about it is that if we just don't actually apply for engineer, the April Fool's joke is on everyone else.
Let's turn up the volume by another 2 decibels. Somewhere it's clipping. I don't know where it's clipping, but it's clipping somewhere.
Read reg, read accumulator, update accumulator. Enable ALU is probably a good flag to have.
That moment when you realize that you think that you've done every instruction, and you realize that you have less control lines than you have log base 2 of your instructions. It's like, yes, via pigeonhole principle, I know I fucked up somewhere.
Via pigeonhole principle, I don't know how this exists. Read reg, read accumulator, update accumulator, enable ALU. Cool.
What are my instructions again? So I've done.
Let's see. Because if I'm updating the accumulator.
So there's one here.
I wonder if it would be useful to have a rollback accumulator in case I need to restore the accumulator value.
Possibly, yeah.
Could. I'm foreseeing the case where I have two instructions in the pipeline. One does something with the accumulator, and then the next would do something with the accumulator, but it doesn't have something. I need to articulate that better once I think it through better.
Really do.
Think, Mark. Think. Oh, yes. In the case where I stall the pipeline, and actually no, I think I solved my problem by just not clocking the component again. Yeah, so if I have a stall bubble through the pipeline, then I just don't clock that subcomponent. Yeah, because the problem I was foreseeing was that the accumulator gets used twice in a row because it stalls and just does the same operation again and uses the new value of the accumulator instead of the old one. But I can just solve that by not clocking the
I see. Yeah,
the ALU.
makes sense.
Makes sense.
This is stupid.
This is silly.
I was using all of my wiring real estate when I could just solve all of my problems with a single repeater.
What are you doing?
And it's like on a control line that I don't really care about the latency of either. So.
Fair enough then. Add immediate. Don't need anything else. I guess it's read immediate. Read immediate. Or read operand. XOR has nothing new. And has nothing new. Or has nothing new. Add with carry. Add with carry has nothing new. Yeah, because any flag enabling is going to be any flag overwriting is going to be done by the ALU operation, which probably would be good to add. I've only got ALU operations. If this, just wondering what flags I've got these flags. Read operand, that's fine. Barrel shift is read reg, do ALU stuff. Yeah. And that's entirely based on the accumulator. So actually, it might be good to have the hex incrementor. Do that with a fader stuff. Okay, so there's something I could put in this chunk of area. That's all good. All good, yeah. So barrel shift won't actually add any control lines. nibble. Read immediate. Read immediates. Data accumulator. Read operand. Request mem. Request address. Send address. Got to be fair, the thing with a lot of these control wires that I'm working out is that most of the complicated ones are just combinations of the base ones. So I actually don't need that many.
Oh, are you doing PLA level optimizations?
Well, no, I just mean like
Oh yeah, fire.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Go on. I'll answer fire after.
Sure. I just mean that the only real decoded control lines are going to be read reg, read accumulator, update accumulator, enable ALU, read operand, request, and send address. And that's
Yeah.
that's all I really need. And then everything that's nuanced is just combinations of those, and then different base edge cases with different operand
Yep.
values.
So PLA optimization. Also, to answer what I'm working on, this is a CPU. This is the ALU. These are the registers. It is one of many cores. And I'm currently painstakingly wiring this to be 4-high stackable. It is still somehow 4-high stackable.
Somehow.
In theory. I don't know if I believe myself, but it looks like it would not be 6-high.
What's this? This doesn't fit within my building constraints for 4-high stackable.
That is just a duplicate copy of this above, so I can just see how it traces.
I just mean that it's not in like the 5-high, including like
everything is within. Oh, actually, no. I think it actually each module has 6 blocks of DB. I think it's a +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of actually no. Yes, it's +2. Yeah, 6 blocks because of that one wire. Funnily enough, that you were looking at the disk.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got.
Okay, so. So, my control wires are read reg, read ACK, update ACK.
Right, let's.
Enable ALU.
Why are they? Why is they 15?
Actually, do I even need an enable ALU thing? That's purely for logic with stalls. I don't need that. I should probably have a stall control wire. Read operand. Read reg, read operand, read accumulator, update accumulator. I guess set accumulator. Request address. Send address. being pinged in a ribstone.
Time to post the clock.
Forming a ribstone book club.
Certified mayhaps.
Also, I'm gonna paste my Twitch link in there as well.
Time to delete it. Right now. 3.
That's the jump scare on that webhook.
So this is a 5. Why is this a 15?
Or jump scare on the embed even. Right. Okay, I have 7 control lines. Though, what control lines am I going to need for predicate and jump? Set program counter, and we will do offset program.
Oh my god, I'm stupid.
The
The accumulator was on, and I was wondering
why are
why.
my values rapidly increasing?
Yes. Except for they increased so rapidly I didn't even notice. Right.
Why has this set itself to 15?
Yeah, okay, 3. Okay, so we're currently doing. What are we doing? Are we doing subtraction or? Oh, we're doing subtraction at the moment.
Right.
No, we're not, because why are we not doing subtraction? Because this has to be on in order for it to be subtraction. Now we are doing subtraction. Subtraction is being done. Why is the output of subtraction 15? Why is the clock line being powered high?
We're nearly at 6
Oh,
hours.
no.
No, we're 10 minutes on the timer. And I'm nearly at 7 hours streamed. Okay, be good. Let's see. Now, how to best go about this? Because this is only 4-bit decode, which is okay. It's a little bit long. Now, can I do this in a more intelligent way? Think. What I'll do is for each I guess if I've got, because I want to, let's have a look at the pipeline stages. Fetch, decode, execute, and then write back. I guess I'll just call it memory, which is optional. But it effectively just acts as a stall cycle. In fact, you know what? Yeah, we'll just do 3 cycles with a stall for memory. I think that's just easier. Indeed.
It's cancelling you. Okay, so I need to then put you onto arithmetic. And that will cancel logic, which is currently on max. And it will turn on arithmetic, which is still outputting a 15. Because you need to be latched. What?
Orange die. Doop doop. Let's just do it. Cool. So, what will fetch do? Fetch will send PC to instruction port. Increment PC. I guess technically the program counter is going to be the only 9-bit counter. The only bit of 9-bit logic in this. Which is funny. Decode will find predicates. Now, do I do Now, do I attempt to do the predicates in the decode stage and also use the decode stage to prepare operands and like register values for the ALU of the execute stage?
I didn't. Sorry, if you're trying to rub a duck off of me, I'm currently not.
There is no rubber in your duck.
Excuse me?
You what?
Oh,
Crumb, my
sweet
best.
mother of God, why is that on?
Why? What the hell is happening?
Okay. 3 minus 5 is good. That's causing this to be on.
Perform operation.
So the subtraction is being overridden by addition, but why is the addition creating? Because it's adding the negation. Ugh. So I need a way of cancelling this. I need another control wire. No.
I need more. What could? Because the accumulator is getting written here. I could have a copy of the accumulator that is purely for flag computation. I think that could make sense because then I can forward the flag super easily.
An entire copy of the accumulator. I mean, fair enough.
Well, it's because the accumulator currently is more dense than it would need to be to do any actual computation on it.
Makes sense.
Yes, I'm reading Amity's chat as well. I just had my own stream up on the screen instead for a little while. What you've got to do is if you want these things read in a timely manner, you should go to my stream because I'm always reading that chat.
Oh my God.
And there's not like 30 seconds of delay.
Time to pin. How do you do this? How do I set up chat overlay?
That's on uni.
What do you mean nice?
Okay, yes, I'll have a copy of the accumulator, and then I can compute flags on that, and it's going to be better.
View. It's got to be in view. No.
Now, have a thinky think.
Unfortunately. Wait, MRD, do you know how to do the chat overlay?
I have no clue.
I thought you're doing it so you can see. Oh wait, you've just got it on second monitor.
I've just got OBS up on my second monitor. Yeah.
Actually, I can.
I've
do
got my
something
game
similar.
on my. I've got my game on my primary. I've got OBS on my secondary, and then I've got your stream up on my third.
Yeah, and I have myself on my primary.
Everything on the primary.
Um,
Yeah. What you could do is you could have
on
the
my
stream
phone.
open on your phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And then you're in the action at all times, and you can see how much delay you have.
I'm not going to be listening to it on my phone, am I?
Well, no. You can visually see how much delay you've got. Okay, so if I have so
Okay, I have now got the chat open, so I should now react much quicker.
let's say.
Oh gosh, that is a lot of latency.
Yes. Also, you started becoming a little bit of a robot, so maybe you shouldn't. Maybe watch it on the lowest quality possible. Yeah. Hamati?
Yeah.
Okay. Your things was a little laggy for a sec. Good. Fred. 0.
Yeah, they don't give you on
Yes.
the streams on phones at least. They don't give you fine tune. They just give you auto higher quality data. Say, oh wait, advanced mode. Let's set it to 144p.
Advanced. Error. So I can forward the resulting accumulator to the predicates decode stage. So I can do that there.
Oh wait, but if I just
Now, if this predicate is true, then might need to store. Like if it's mispredict or incorrect static prediction. Roll back PC. Let's think a little. What order are these coming in? Are these coming in LSB Yeah, these are coming in LSB first, or are they coming in MSB first? Because I can have if I have it coming in LSB first, then I can latch it to the registers. If I do anything else, then I could probably have it running in parallel. What a headache.
Indeed. Right, I got subtraction working. Success.
Yippee!
I think.
We love it.
Does this work?
I'm sort of just assuming that my ALU works, and I'm just gonna have to play with the timing. Because if it doesn't, then it's actually all Uni's fault. So no pressure,
Okay.
especially not for me. I've absolved all responsibility from this ALU working.
Right. 3 and 15 coming through. 3 minus 15 is 12, and the output is taking 12. Yeah, this is working.
To just
15 minus 15. How is 15 minus 15 also 12? Oh wait, I'm not updating.
What the hell?
And that's giving 15. Is that giving 15 because that's on, because that's no longer being overridden?
I also trust in you, Uni. Don't worry. I believe this ALU will work, but it's not my responsibility if it doesn't. Let's think.
I'm watching my stream and I'm watching myself do stuff like in the past. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, why is this behaving the way it is? Also, no new comments. I get the comments open and I've got no new comments. It's very sad.
Everyone, spam hate comments.
Fuck it. I'm gonna get a bunch of static lookup tables now.
Jarvis, spam hate comments.
Jarvis, make her blue.
Jarvis, make her blue. Disengage safety protocols and run program. Right. Yeah. Set program counter, offset program counter. I should also probably have a restore program counter. And I can do that because I guess this is the good thing about all of my all of my things. Yeah. 1, 2. What I could do for the instruction cache is have it load the current, next, and the one after, like bytes of instruction memory.
Makes sense.
Because then I would be able to cover myself for like my full predicate range of do nothing, go next, do nothing, jump 1, do nothing, jump 2. I guess no, I need 4, not 3. At that point, I might as well just have a cache line. I need to full screen my game. There we go. My game has been unfull screen for ages. I forgot about it. So there's a little black bar at the bottom of my window.
Yes, there's one at the bottom of mine as well.
So,
Oh gosh, this ALU is actually gonna kill me.
It's a little cursed. Yeah, we're on the 6 hour, 7 minute mark of working on this shit. Though I've done a suspicious amount of thinking in the last half hour. I don't trust that guy.
Oh gosh.
To be fair, it's mainly now because I've got to work out how I want data to be received from the instruction port favor.
Portugal.
Oh,
I might be able to do something tri-state. Oh, I can do something tri-state.
don't do it. No,
Ha ha ha.
don't do it.
Oh wait, fuck, that's a repeater. Wait, I can make it a comparator.
Ooh, actually, I can forward. Easiest way to predicate is to disable the write back conditionally. Yeah. Let me mull this over. This is new information. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. That's a loop.
Ooh, also, I can use the forward for flags, and I can also use it for mem address. That's actually really nice. I can forward the accumulator to the decode stage of the next cycle if it's a load or store. Yeah. And then yeah, that's actually really nice. It's better than having to forward it like two stages. Famously a little tricky. Yeah.
No static lookup table comments. I am not affiliated with any static lookup tables.
How do you know?
No.
No. Okay. Let's. I do like the disabling write back conditional. Yeah, so I can just disable the accumulator update and write reg, which is a thing I forgot. Write reg. This is a control wire that I oopy doopy. And now. And okay, there it is. So I've got write reg, read operand, read accumulator, set accumulator, store, request address, send address, set program counter, and offset program counter. Yeah. And I'm always either adding 1 or 2 to the. No, I'm adding 1, 2, or 3, depending on the predicate. Uh, I'm just going to call it pred program counter. Okay. Now, time to make. Oh god, the biggest tables. I'm just every now and again looking over in chat and banning a bot.
Yeah, Christ.
Actually, you know what? I don't need free views. Where did we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so there's I've only got 10 flags. Or 10 control wires that I can think of. Uh
Athens
warning.
3. Right.
Use of this item might lead to command execution. Do not use it unless you know the exact contents. Is that part of the base game? Does it now give
What's
warnings
this?
on signs? If
Yes.
I control middle click signs, that's
Yeah.
weird.
15 minus 3 is 0.
Um,
Yes, this is correct. But the
Right,
output
reg.
should thus be
Read reg.
0.
Read
No,
up
the output is
around.
3. Why is the output 3? The output is 3
Read
because
that
that's 3. Why is that 3? That's 3 because this is 3. Why is this
set
3? This
back.
is 3 because this is on.
Oh. That's right. Address. Send address. Send data actually is one I forgot, and would probably be really useful. Send data. Set PC. Set PC. Do. And predicates. Predicate PC. Right, it's time for wall of lamp. Backbone lamp.
Did I already update that? Can I update this one? Welcome back. Lost track of what's going on where, Uni? On mine or on
I would assume not mine.
Alright, 50.
Add as
I know.
Read reg. Subtract has precisely the same.
So who are the other two people in my stream? I know that Uni's there. Who else is there?
I'm there.
Pippo's still there. Who's the third? Someone just left.
It's a maybe. Read operand, read reg, set accumulator. Let's see. I'm gonna actually copy these. Copy the instruction names over here. XOR is going to read reg, read accumulator, and set accumulator. And all will do precisely the same. Add with carry will read accumulator, set accumulator, and read reg. barrel shift will read reg. Oh, there's a lot of just reading the registers and setting the stuff. Of is going to be read ack, set ack, read reg, write reg. But this one is a little bit more nuanced. Conditional, load nibble will have read operand, set accumulator, and that is it. Load byte will have read accumulator, write reg, request address.
Oh, you sent me an invite to join your worlds. It's very kind of you, but I'm already here.
What?
Look at my stream in around 30 seconds time, I guess.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? That's weird.
Well, I'm gonna click join.
You left? Okay. I guess you'll be back. Read reg. So strange. Read accumulator.
New people.
Set accumulator.
Right.
Send address. Actually, I guess. Actually, I don't need send address. I just need request address. Those are the same thing. Ooh, two. And send data. Set PC in. I guess the nice thing about a jump instruction is that it can actually be done in the fetch stage. Because it's unconditional.
Yes, it can be, in fact you want it to be. Instead of it being pre-fetching, it's just fetching on time.
It's not too late to regroup instructions to be easier to PLA. It is true. Yeah, I was thinking that as well, Uni. It is just it's annoying to predicate. Just because you'd have to do 2 levels of forwarding.
Actually, I'm going to do this as 2.
True. I could always predict not taken. Yeah, predicting not taken is probably better because it's more likely for like a for loop structure to be inside the predicate's span. Predicate is going to have read act. Jump is just yes, such a program concept. So excited for crap. This is not pancake. This is crap.
Crap would surely be like a 1 block high CPU.
I guess you could look at it that way. Yes, I could do a little instruction reordering here. In fact, blah, 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 blah. What I will do is just a little bit of nuance in this because there's conditional logic. It will send different. Hello, Tice. As if this is. Amity's making waffle. Yeah.
I'm not making waffle.
When the nerd is going on. Tice, I'm glad you're here. Me and my friend are making CPU in a day for funsies. Have April Fools. You've been pranked. Yeah. The server that we play on has a rank called engineer, where like you need to demonstrate that you have knowledge on like the level of building like a pretty decent CPU, and so we're trying to do that in like a day.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon we'll pull it off. It depends how late we stay up.
Yeah, true. Within the same 24 hours as opposed to within a day.
Oh, within 24 hours of this clock.
What the hell, Tice? Uncle posted on his Insta that he's going to do OnlyFans. Criminal. Crazy. If I hadn't known it was April Fool's. Yeah, okay. That would have been worrying. So the actual April Fool's joke is that he was going to do it the day after April Fool's.
Sub offset is currently on. It has to be off. And then
time to do
for unsaturated edition, that has to be
off. Alex. Right, I need another adder. Do that one. Yeah.
That'll be fine. Uni, what are your thoughts on this? I need to optimize a hex PLA for this, where gray can either be on or off.
This is looking like a good luck. Okay, copy this. Need this adder. Ooh. This way. Da-da-da. Okay, don't care about this. Okay, I do care about this. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. I care about these though.
No, you don't.
There we go. Pop, pop.
Can be done with a single hex layer? How? Wait, let me think through it.
Oh, God, dice.
No, but a single hex layer will output hex. Like, I need a 5-bit output. How do you make a hex layer out of that? I need 5 binary outputs.
Ew. Oh, I am
Are any of these always
legitimately silly.
same? Oh, sub offset and disable overflow can always be the same. That's nice. I want to come to right there. So sub offset is this one. Disable overflow.
11.
Oh fuck! Disable overflow
And
is
this
the
is
one on the
here.
other side.
Ew. Okay, because I could do this. And if I have this. And I need another accumulator, except this time it's the program counter instead of the accumulator. I thought, well, instead of worrying about PLAs and decoding and rearranging things, I'm going to start with the counter and the latches that will hold the instruction.
Oh gosh, no, I'm not. I could not start that way around because that would be me starting with a multi-core architecture. Oh yeah. Also, I haven't talked much about the architecture that I'm doing, but in a nutshell, my plan is there are going to be instruction streams which can index lists of they can index subset of cores. So they might be like, let's say there's 16 cores and there's 4 instruction streams. You could have all 16 cores executing the same lot of instructions, or you could have 4 executing each of them, or you could have 13 executing one and then 1 each for 3 kind of management cores, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Let's have this side. So this will be the this here, and then the accumulator for the program counter. Somewhere over here. Uni with the rage bait. You're only doing 16 cores?
I mean, you can add more.
Do it.
It's not the point, really. The point is a demonstration of the architecture. I was thinking of stacking it 4 high and then maybe 4 along as well.
So you like
4
a nice
high
grid.
would give it 16 high, which would be the height of a normal MC CPU. So I'd get a box worth of cores.
Yeah. Let's see. How is gonna be best to okay, I might be clever.
I mean,
Okay, I'm not clever.
Uni, for reference, this architecture could support up to 256 cores. Like, this isn't. I'm basing it off it is based off of an architecture which could support 256 cores that I theorized a while back. But I mean, I could stack it 16 by 16. How long is this?
Alright, so
Okay, it's 15 blocks long. So yeah, it would be 256, and it would be 64
1, 2, 3, 4,
high.
5, 6,
Probably want to
7,
stack it
8,
this way as well.
9. Two. Okay, there we go. Right.
How is the memory handled? Well, all streams are sent out in parallel. The whole point of this system is that you're sending out this. We might send out like multiple instructions, like within a single block cycle, which can then be selected from.
More. I need more.
Unless you're talking about like actual data. I don't know if you're talking about instructional data. Data is going to be just there'll be a single unified the global cache, and that'll be it.
This
no, each core can't work on its own memory. Each core can work with its own reg file and with SAC, but like.
Do it this way, so I have 14 coming into here. There we go. And that's much smaller. Very nice. Okay. So far, this program counter is looking nice.
Nice. Another thing is that there will be register space for indexing both a 0 register but also like a core ID register, which is why I don't want to go over 16, because it would mean that I have to have a core ID part 1 and a core ID part 2. So it doesn't need to handle 16 reads. It's like, well, yes, it does.
Never mind.
Yeah, they just get buffered.
Right.
That's not particularly interesting. Yeah, actually, that kind of makes me think that maybe having a local cache will be good just to reduce the throughput errors. But I mean, that's what the file in the stack is for. So, look, I'll worry about coherency later.
See. Cool. When it increments, it will. Yeah. No, I can't do it that way. I'll read it through this way. And so when it reads out, yeah, there we go. When it reads out the current value of the program counter, we'll go out on this light blue bus. In fact, let's make that cyan because it's technically metadata, I guess. Clock. Clock on here. We have a set.
Oh yeah. What is my current clock speed? Good question. I haven't counted, but I reckon it will be around 1 hertz. Oh, and how do you
I
even
have
handle
no clue.
warp divergence? I know you need to branch to add with carry, and presumably add with carry is needed to index into memory with offset, so it would happen a lot, right? Yes and no. So they are predicates. They are windowed predicates. So you can do you do not need to use branches to implement addition like unsaturated. That is an intentional design choice.
No. What? Intentional? Inconceivable. Right. This. To here, I need some sort of. Need a stall flag to come back. Let's have it go from here. And then. I can use it here. The data through. Yeah, probably.
Is it worth?
Okay, so at the beginning of any debugging, at the beginning of the clock cycle, I'll write this down as well. Beginning of clock cycle. Fetch stage. So at the beginning of the clock cycle.
Uni, have you heard of a forwarder?
Request byte.
There is a forwarder. In fact, that forwarder's positioning is causing me great grief at the moment. It is there.
This is causing great pain. Maybe if it's the previous cycle. Okay, if the previous cycle stalls and the current cycle doesn't stall, then I know that that means it loaded. If current not stored and previous stored. Cycle. If store 0, that's equals 0, and store -1 equals 1. Request bytes from external FIFO or external buffer. Begone, bot.
It is 3 op.
Request byte from external buffer. Cool.
I had a choice between making this 5 high stackable or having a duplicate value in the PLA. I decided to make it to forgo it being 5 high stackable. Not 5 high stackable, 6 high, but still 4 high stackable. Blech.
You fool. You fool. This is... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to reorder some of the instructions in my ISA because god damn, this is gonna be difficult to make it small. You know what I'm basically doing, right? Is I'm making RZ's spaghetti, but like 2 high stackable. And in, I think, roughly the same area. But but I believe RZ's stuff had a lot of parallel. So then this is all serial. Cereal.
I do not forward to both inputs, no.
See. 1, 2, 3, 4. And okay. 4, 0 equals true. Alright, so store pulse increment DC. Request send address for request.
Yeah, if you need to forward B, then if you need to forward to B, then it's a bit of a problem. But there is no negation, so I only negate one of the inputs. I don't negate them both. So yeah, I guess if you needed to forward, there's the subtraction edge case. But it's also a bit of a trivial operation. Like you can implement that operation using an addition and then a subtraction, and it gets you to the same place. So
I'm just go 5, 6, 7, 8.
it counts.
Can I? Okay, it's probably a good idea to have my instructions be fetched at 10 hertz, but my data will be done at 5 hertz. It just makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know what would be a really nice world edit command? Is if you could delete all extra unnecessary blocks by checking if a block is like being powered or if it has something, if it's supporting something or if it's cutting off dust. And actually like coding logic for that. And if it's not, just deleting it.
Okay. This will request the fearful. Actually, I probably should do this at 5 hertz as well, because then I can feed it straight into a decoder and latch the output of the decoder instead of all the stinky stuff. Yeah, that's probably a much better idea. Yeah, that's definitely a much better idea. I'm full of good ideas today. Holy moly.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
It's
I don't need
proper.
to have this stupid disable overflow at the other side. I had one
What's
flag
going
that
on?
I had one flag that was wired to the opposite side, and it was pissing me off, and I just realized I don't need it to be like that.
Turns out it's all good.
Oh
Okay,
wait.
I need this, and I need to do the check here. And that's the stall line in. This is stall 0. Stall 0. Stall 1. Actually, it would probably make more sense to do it this way. So I can check the difference here. This is stall 1, stall -1, and stall 0. Actually, I'll call this instruction, because I can have the stall from other parts of the yeah, because I can have a stall from data, but that's that's a different stall that physically will stop the clock from running inside here instead of constantly checking but waiting. Stall line in here. Okay, I'm going to duplicate stall 0. Stall 0 of instruction. And what was this logic? This is if stall 1 and not actually, that's actually really easy logic. That's nice. There we go. Let's pop this on the clock. There we go. This'll do its thing.
I don't understand how the latch is latching so quickly.
The hell is going on?
Well, the latch seems to be latching the output very quickly. Let me know when you have a moment if I can tick freeze, because that's just confusing me to hell.
You can tick freeze whenever. I'm not
Okay.
like actively testing anything.
Okay.
Oh, you froze the game. I mean, technically, you've frozen the stopwatch.
Oh, well, so let me.
Stuck at 6 hours, 53 minutes, and 15 seconds.
So currently I've got an 8 and a 4 in here, so I expect to see 8 minus 4 come out when I do.
Now I've got this. Oh, I'm so slow.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So 2, 3, 20. There you go.
I'm moving so slowly. Help me.
Well, I found the problem on the plus side.
Oh no.
That's not a bad one. I just forgot to negate
Oh
lunch.
no! It's a terrible one.
I just forgot to negate a lunch, which ain't half
So
bad.
now I've got. If I'm. How am I doing this? When am I doing this? When am
Why
I
why am I doing this?
Why am I doing this? I'm thinking about when I'm stalling in the cycle based on when I fetch a thing. Because I think Oh, I mean, technically, this section is the fetch, and this section is part of the decoder, I think.
Hi, I'm reading what you said to uni. Do you forward both inputs? No, I do not forward both inputs. Do you stall if you need to forward? Yes, I already answered that. And the max a exclamation mark. Yeah, but it's 3-op, so you can. There's no need to do max a. Oh wait, yeah, as in from the forwarder. Yeah, sure. That is a. Yes, that is a thing you could do. Making ngCPU in a day, yes, it is defined by a clock that we are not sure if it is exactly in sync. Although I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
But it's either in sync or it's
it a few times.
there's no reason why it would be, and I've looked. Unless it's one of the other hands, like as not the second digit, but something else.
But that wouldn't be out of. It wouldn't be off by like a scale of minutes. It'd be off by a scale of ticks, and it would be constant. It's just the time would be synced. It's just the digits wouldn't be synced.
Well, no, because we've had other digits rolled over. So maybe one of them is rolling over incorrectly. Like maybe
Oh,
the
I mean, I
minute,
think it.
like maybe the first minute's digit is rolling over incorrectly. I'm not saying, I don't think it is,
I
because
don't know.
the values are correct.
It should be fine.
Yeah, the values. So 5A. 5. Wait, 6. Yeah, so that means it's 5. So it's 9, then 5, 9.
Okay.
9. Yeah, it's. Who knows? You know, it would be the ultimate prank for April Fools is after today, if we like delete the stream like on both of our ends, and then we just like pretend to everyone that it never happened, just like gaslight everyone.
I mean that happened. That's if we don't do it.
No. But then we apply for engineer, but then we gaslight people about the whole stream ever taking place, and it's just like we coincidentally both applied for engineer.
Nothing happened. Capo, you saw nothing.
Right. Okay.
I need.
Let's try normal addition. So I need to turn off disable addition. I need to turn on sub offset and disable. Actually, I can now turn that.
I'm just looking at this and I'm going, hmm. So right. Trying to work out what's going to happen here. So if I send, should I? Yeah, let's make it so that there's going to be a buffer with the 8 bits in it. That buffer will contain the instruction.
Right. I am going to head out yet again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go eat. Do you also want to break to eat?
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Shall we actually now do this
Yeah.
properly and stand on the?
Yeah. Okay. I'm ooh, hop to the other side. There we go. And then the read controller here, and the bus containing the instruction will be along here. There we go. Right. Oh, Jack. Holy shit. I was just about to go make some dinner. Wait, pause the timer.
Right.
Right.
I will now stop the stream. I'll see you in part 4.
I shall also stop my stream. Take a break for dinner.
Yeah. And we'll come back for the advanced
Bye.
development of the actual